Hello everyone, what an honor it is to be here with you today. Even though we can't see each other in person this year, I really hope that you are enjoying this incredible virtual experience. I know how hard Team Young Living worked to make all of this possible, and I am so happy that I'm able to be a part of it. Today, I'm going to talk to you about something very important, and I want you to leave this little conversation feeling inspired, and I want you to start believing and envisioning yourself rising to diamond, because I truly believe that each and every one of you is here for a reason, and that you do have what it takes to take your teams all the way to the top. When I first started thinking about what the best way to deliver this presentation would be, I honestly got a little lost. I wanted it to sound professional and teachable, but at the same time, I really wanted you to feel the heart and the passion that I have when it comes to this business, our community, and this incredible opportunity that's been given to all of us. I firmly believe that the best way to build a Young Living business is through storytelling, through sharing our own personal experiences and always focusing on helping others, on serving others, and opening ourselves up to giving so that we can open ourselves up to receiving as well. My own personal story began 2.5 years ago when I first fell in love with these products. At the time, I was going through a season of my life when I was desperate for change. I was all consumed in my motherhood because I had 2 babies under the age of 2. I was exhausted. I felt like my body was failing me, and I was often lonely and isolated because that's just how motherhood sometimes can be. So I was craving for a change, and I was also craving for a community I could reach out to, even from the comfort of my own home. When it came to my profession, I was raised thinking that there's only one right way to live. Go to school, get a good degree, find a good, secure job, then get in debt and live the rest of your happily ever after paying it off. But at the same time, I knew that I was made for more. I knew that I had something in me that could take me to places I wasn't thought that I would able to go. I knew that I was more than what I had signed up for by that point in my life, more than my medical degree and more than the decisions that I made up to that point. I knew that there was a reason I kept counting down the minutes until the end of each and every single one of my work days. I knew that there was a reason why I couldn't envision myself doing it for the rest of my life. And I really believed that there was something else. And that feeling sometimes kept me up at night. It wouldn't let me sleep, and it just kept growing and growing. And I just kept praying and learning and opening myself up and waiting and hoping for something to come along. And that's how Young Living came into my life. And you guys, I had no idea that this was even a thing. I didn't have a degree in business or marketing or anything like that. I didn't know how to grow or run an actual business, but I felt like it was the right thing for me. As I learned about the business opportunity, I kept envisioning myself doing it, even though I did not have the courage to start right away. And it did take some time for me to actually say yes and start growing my business. I didn't know how to create more time between my family and my husband and my full-time job. I didn't know how to start. I didn't know how to lead a team, but I just woke up one day and I took a good look at my life, and I told myself this: if I don't make a change, nothing in my life will change. If I don't take this leap of faith, I will never know where it could have taken me. So that's what I did. I just took that leap of faith. The photo you see right here is a recent photo of my family. I am a wife and a mom of 3 little ones. And these people are my people. They are my why. They are the ones who made me grow as a person. They are the ones who made me discover this huge amount of courage that I had no idea was even in me. They are the ones who pushed me to grow in unimaginable ways and step into this path that was laid out in front of me for me to explore and to help others while walking on it. When I said yes to this business, I said yes to a lifestyle change. I made a promise to myself that I wouldn't give up and that I would keep trying for as long as I can, and that I would lead by example, and that I would show others that it can be done. My story is a story of intentional change, a story of hope, a story of perseverance and passion that just keeps growing and growing as more lives are being changed. And today, I want to share with you the 5 key parts of my own journey to Diamond in hopes that it inspires you to create those changes for yourself and to start believing and realizing that you are far more capable than you think you are. So these are the 5 key parts of my own journey of rising to Diamond. Part 1, be passionate. How many of you love these products? I assume you all do, or otherwise you probably wouldn't be here. But how many of you are actually passionate about these products? You see, there's a difference between loving and using something and being really passionate about something. Passion is what drives action, and when you are really passionate about something, you never have to push yourself into doing anything that doesn't feel natural. So for example, when I first started using these products, they completely changed my life. And it felt natural to talk about it. I could not talk about it. And every single thing that I did in growing my business came out of that pure passion for the products. When you are speaking and sharing from a place of passion, it shows. It shows in the way that you talk, it shows in the energy that you are spreading, it shows in your body language, and people can feel that. When we are truly passionate about something, we are creating this positive energy around us that just keeps drawing people in so that we don't have to look for them. They're just coming our way. It is extremely important that you realize that you really do need to be very passionate about these products in order to be able to wholeheartedly and authentically share this lifestyle with others. If you plan on building a long-term successful business, having passion for it and being passionate about it is the #1 requirement. Part 2, show up. We can be passionate about something, but if we are not willing to do the work and to show up, we are not going to be able to build a business. We have to be willing to do the work that it takes to use that passion and show up in our own lives and the lives of others. Because if we don't do that, we are not going to be able to build a community, and we are not going to be able to build a long-term sustainable business. Network marketing requires networking. It requires our actual presence with people. It requires connecting. It requires all the different ways that we can use to get in front of people and to share our stories. By showing up consistently, we are building our own credibility, and we are creating a safe space for others to come and learn about what these products could do for their own lives. This part of showing up will probably look different for all of us. For example, for me, it looks like showing up on social media a lot more than it does showing up in person. For you, it might be different. And one of the main things that we need to focus on, especially in the beginning stages of building our businesses, is finding our ideal way. And that typically comes through trial and error. You have to expose yourself to different situations in order to realize if they work for you or not. For some people, this means committing to doing 1 to 2 classes every single week. For some people, it means doing one-on-one dates every other day. It does not matter because it's a personal thing and something that will look different for all of us. But what matters is that we expose ourselves to those situations so that we can learn what our ideal way is. In this process, I also recommend being very intuitive and listening to your heart and doing what feels right for you. But I also recommend being very attentive to feedback, because feedback is what can be our guiding point in moving forward. So for example, if you are trying a way that doesn't seem to be working, the fact that it's not working is the feedback that you're going to want to use to redirect yourself into a different direction. When you find out what your ideal way is, then just keep doing it. If it stops working, try something new, and then rinse and repeat all the way to diamond. It really is that simple, but it requires long-term commitment. Our passion is going to be the foundation of our businesses, but by showing up consistently, we are actually able to build it. Part 3, build long-term relationships. You cannot get to diamond alone. I'm going to repeat that. You cannot get to diamond alone. Think about it. Imagine yourself leading a huge team and being at the top and living in the kind of abundance and wellness and freedom that this business offers to us. Imagine yourself right there. Imagine yourself living in that financial and time freedom. And then look around. Who do you see? Who are the people you want to take all the way to the top with you? This business is the most incredible journey, and it is so amazing that we just cannot not share about it with everyone that we know. Do not fear taking people with you on this beautiful journey, and always, always, and always focus on building relationships. From the very first moment you start a conversation with someone, focus on building a relationship. Be a good listener. Focus on other people's needs. Soak in what they are telling you, and through the products and through the business opportunity, find a way to help them. When we focus on others, when we are letting them be seen, and when we make them feel loved, we are creating a safe space, a positive space, a space that they want to be a part of. And this is also essential when it comes to building bigger communities. No one wants to be a part of something where they are not feeling seen or loved. And it's on us as leaders to create that culture from the very beginning in our own team. Relationships are so important, and we always have to put them first, because relationships lead to trust, and trust leads to loyalty. And having a team of both business builders and product users who are fiercely loyal to you is what's going to create that residual income and that abundance that we can all enjoy. Know your people, love your people, take good care of them, and believe in them every step of the way. Part 4, commit to personal growth. The vast majority of your journey to diamond is going to be that of personal growth. By committing to going all the way to the top, you are committing to change. You are going to have to allow this business to change you. Who you are now and who you are going to be as a diamond are two different people. You have to allow that change to happen, and you have to be willing to walk both in your strengths and your weaknesses in order to grow. You will fail many times, but success is just built on a pile of failures. It's not how many times you fail, it's how many times you get up after each and every single one of them. Develop a problem-solving mindset, because that's going to be essential when it comes to your leadership. Look at obstacles as opportunities to grow. Instead of saying, I can't do this, try saying, what could I do to make this happen? We need to learn how to stay in that mindset, how to live in that mindset, and how to teach others to lean into it as well, because that's what we do on our way to diamond. we conquer obstacles and we lead others along the way. We learn from our mistakes and we get up and we keep going every single time. We are the ones that need to be the trailblazers. We need to lead by example, and we need to show up for ourselves in order to keep showing up for others as well. We have to actively seek for that growth. Read books, listen to podcasts, talk to other leaders, go to our events, find what inspires you, what lights that spark in you when you lose it. Find something that makes you a better person, something that you feel is worth your time, and then keep going back to it, because growth never stops. And when you get to diamond, it's not gonna stop. It's just gonna be bigger and bigger and bigger. And once you start realizing that your own personal growth is affecting other people in a way that it's inviting them to grow too, you will see more and more value in it. And that, my friends, is a gift. So do not avoid that. Do not try to stay away from it. Do not try to take the high road. Just fully embrace it and let it change you. Part 5, develop leaders. The thing I love most about this business is that it allows me to lead people towards the wellness, abundance, and freedom that we were all called to. The biggest value in establishing yourself as a leader comes in allowing others to do the same. For some of us, leadership comes naturally, but for others, it doesn't. And it's on us, the ones who went through the personal growth, to be able to call ourselves leaders, to show others that it can be done. And it's a beautiful, beautiful thing. By doing things like showing up, by being consistent, by working on our personal growth and allowing others to see those changes, we are creating a culture of leaders, of developing leaders. And we are allowing people to step into the roles that we've all been given. I was able to create that leadership culture that drives people in just by being myself and being very open and honest and vulnerable when it comes to my own personal growth. We can be doing a lot of things, but if we are not letting ourselves be seen while doing them, we are not showing others how it can be done. So it's very important to press into that growth while also letting ourselves be seen. We should always be leading people with the way that we live and the way that we love. But to become true business leaders, we also have to embrace the fact that we are the one paving the roads for our teams and leading them and walking them through that road in their own way, in their own gifts, in their own strengths. We are not here to replicate ourselves. We are here to create duplicable systems that people can recreate in their own way, through their own personalities, through who they are. And that's the freedom in building a business like this. We don't have to be the same. Each and every one of us has the freedom and the ability to be themselves. By empowering others in a way that we are pouring our time into them and speaking life over them, we are truly giving them the greatest gift. Focus on developing leaders, and trust me, you will all be diamond in no time. Dear friends, I want to finish off this little talk by telling you, your journey to diamond is going to be one of the most amazing and incredible journeys of your life. Do not let fear, doubts, insecurities, and limiting beliefs get in your way and stop you from doing something that's been placed on your heart for a reason. And remember, whatever you're doing, do it with love, because as one of my favorite authors in the world, named Bob Goff, says, we'll become in our lives what we do with our love. Thank you all so much for tuning in, and I am here to cheer you on and to believe in you all the way.